For 6 years, students have engaged in the Grammy Museum's acclaimed Music Revolution project with the opportunity to perform on Ruth Eckerd Hall's main stage. Joining me with details on how you can see these talented students are Marissa Petty and Jamie Hughes is back. How are you?
Great. How are you?
We're well. Glad to have you here again. I know you were here last year, and I feel like we just scratched the surface of what this project is about. I'm continuing to learn about it. So, Jamie, explain what we're talking about and why it is so significant.
We have a 4-week program where students come in and they have history, music history, some theory, and then they go into songwriting and performance. So there's a lot of different components that put a whole show together. And then at the end of the 4 weeks, we finally have a show primarily based on originals. So the students, most of them get an opportunity to perform their own piece.
Which I think is a perfect way to kind of introduce Marissa here, because Marissa, instrumentalist, which again is the key, but if you sing plus, and if you already do your originals plus, and that's the case for Marissa, right?
Definitely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be getting to see a performance coming up, but before we get to see the performance, the one thing I just learned from you, when you were a student, you only get to do this one time, and you were actually, what, a junior student last year?
I was a junior participant last year, yes, ma'am.
And so going from the junior to being able to participate full time, what have you been able to take away? What have you learned?
Well, I've learned a lot more about theory. I've definitely got some great tips from Miss Jamie about songwriting, so it's been a great experience for me.
Any of those tips you can share?
Well, non-emotional songs are easier to write than an emotional because it's harder to kind of make words that rhyme when it's very emotionally attached, but when it's unemotional, you can kind of get it done in like 15 minutes. So.
15 minutes? Okay, there's no way I could get it done in 15 minutes. I guarantee that. I think that's pretty special there. And along with the tips, Jamie, if a parent is watching at home right now, who's a good fit for this? What do parents need to keep in mind if their child would maybe be a great participant?
Anyone who has interest in it, and they don't have to have instrumental experience or playing an instrument. Some songwriters just have a natural ability to be able to do it without an instrument. Is definitely helpful. So I think the drive is probably the main thing. If they have interest and a drive to want to be able to write songs and perform them, I think that's probably the main thing.
I'm curious, what are the age groups we're talking about here?
We do 14 up to about 24, 21, 24. And it seems like every year we kind of get a different age group. This is a younger group, and so it's been fun because you get to see them at a younger level, and now in 5 years, who knows where they'll all be, versus someone who might be a little bit older and then they're going on, maybe they're already in their music careers. So it varies every year.
Well, again, this is the 6th year, and Marissa is a participant now. She's going to come back as an alumni. But if you want to check out any of these performances, again, original performances from the Grammy Museum's Music Revolution project, Friday, August 3rd, 7 o'clock. There's the information, all at the Ruth Eckerd Hall main stage. Very exciting. Again, we're going to have a performance from Marissa coming up.
It is cold outside, and there was nowhere to hide. You left me all alone with no one to hold, 'cause you were right and I was wrong. I should have never opened up, because of what's inside is scarred and flawed. But that's what happens when you fall in love, when you fall in love, love. my broken heart. I have to let it out. That's why I'm singing this song, because I fell in love, 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 because I fell in love, 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 love. I hope you're happy with her, and I hope you treat her right the way you could have treated me. I know we said we were just friends, but that doesn't mean that I can't feel a thing. It was cold outside, and there was nowhere to hide.